Before I begin today's video, I'd like to mention one quick shout out to a certain funny brother of mine. He mentioned yesterday, around last night, that it's been about 2 months since he's made his own video, and he's ready to change that soon. And I just want to say to that brother of mine, you know what? Go for it. In fact, I'll be honest, and I mentioned this to him last night, he's one of the reasons and inspirations for making these videos, for me making these videos. So, I hope you start making those videos soon, and I look forward to seeing some of them. Because, you know what, when he starts making those videos, I'm going to start sharing those, because he is one funny guy. Although, I will admit, I didn't really care much for when he made fun of Guy Fieri. I actually kind of like Guy Fieri. Quick tangent, I actually have been a fan of Guy Fieri since he won Food Network Star Season 2. Actually, since he was on Food Network Star Season 2. So, not quite sure how I felt about the video, but I did get a laugh out of it. But, yeah. He is one funny guy. He actually is the funniest guy in his area. He won a contest for it. I'm going to try and put a link in that contest video up top, if I can remember to do so. Anyway, on with what I was going to talk about. Good morning, everybody. Today is Saturday. And yeah. We made it to the weekend. Now we can relax and have a good time. At least I hope you're able to. I honestly hope this weekend's good for everybody. You know what, since I just talked about one of my brothers, I think I'll use this time to talk about a certain question, to answer a question I've been asking myself for a long time. And it actually involves... It actually sort of does, in a way, it also combines Horseheads and Trinity Polling. Yeah, Horseheads and Trinity Polling, and I really want to bring this up because, again, I've been asking myself for a long time. What if Horseheads High School had a prefect system? Now, for those of you who haven't been watching these videos, the prefect system is basically, you have 5 to 7 people who basically, they're basically, I guess in a short way, sort of the overall leaders of the student populace. I mean, honestly, I felt it more, when I was a trainee polling, to me, I felt it more of a Knights of the Round Table type thing. Like, yeah, there are prefects, but honestly, I felt that each and every one of us were on the same level. Again, sort of, Knights of the Round Table type thing. And honestly, since it's the 10-year anniversary of my high school senior graduating year, and I'm wearing the sweatshirt, wearing the hoodie to prove it, I think I better ask that question myself. What if Horseheads had a prefect system? What do you think would happen if we had that? Well, as I said before, with prefects, you have, 5 to 7 students who are the leaders of the populace, and they answer to the headmaster. Well, it worked definitely at Trinity Polling because the student populace at Trinity Polling was 300 and some change. Pretty small. It sounds big, but only 88 of us graduated from Trinity Polling. So, in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty small. Not as small as when my brother graduated from Notre Dame High School, but still pretty small. Meanwhile, at Horseheads, at least when I graduated, you had 1,400 and change. That's enough for over 4 Trinity Polling student populaces. So, yeah, that's quite a significant number. So, instead of having 5 to 7, you would need to have, probably at least twice that amount. But let's just say it can only be 5 to 7. Well, who would they answer to? Well, the principal, obviously. I mean, yeah, students and who would the dorm parents be at Horseheads High School? The homeroom teachers and guidance counselors. You pretty much have to answer to them anyway, so that would make sense. But one giant key difference between Trinity Pawling and Horseheads is that, and I've said this before, Trinity Pawling was boys only. Yeah, it was an all-boys school. So at Horseheads High School, you not only have to have 5 to 7 guys to be heads of the student populace in a way, you also need 5 to 7 girls as well. That's right, Horseheads is co-ed. Interestingly enough, when it comes to athletic ability and overall athletic ability and overall personality, I legitimately found like 6, I say 6 because 6 was how many prefects I had when I was at Trinity Poly. I actually came up with 6 people who would make for great prefects over at Horseheads. For guys and girls. Although, admittedly, I did guys first because, again, thinking Trinity Pawling related. But then I immediately thought, oh goodness, I gotta think of 5 to 7 girls, which I have. But honestly, I think the biggest thing about prefects is, at least the simplest thing, there really wasn't one is above the other. I mean, yeah, we had a head prefect, we had a junior prefect, and, we had the 4 others, but truth be told, it was really more of a Knights of the Round Table type thing. With that said, yeah, I thought of 6 guys who are similar to the personalities of the prefects at Trinity Pawling, who, in my graduating year at Horseheads, so in my graduating class, would have made for great prefects. But, to be perfectly frank, I could pick anybody at random in my graduating class who's not me, and they would be perfectly acceptable choices for prefects. Although, confession time, I said not me because, yeah, I would, but I don't want to come across as conceited. I mean, sure, I would love to be able to do it. In fact, I would have loved to have been able to be a prefect at Trinity Pawling, but postgraduates can't be prefects. Which makes sense. I mean, I'm only going to be there 1 year. But if I ever was a prefect, I would definitely accept the title both honorably and humbly, and would use my position to help others in need. Because helping others in need is awesome. It really is awesome, and I would love to do it. If in any way I can, to the very best of my ability, in fact. But I'm getting ahead of things. So, not only would I pick 5 to 7 guys who'd be perfect play at random, who would be great prefects, I could pick 5 to 7 girls who'd be great prefects as well. The difference is, I cannot pick myself for that category in any way, shape, and form, because I am not a girl. That'd be funny. Hey, you're a prefect, but to the girls. That'd be weird. That'd be very weird. Anyway, so would a prefect system in Horseheads work? I think so. I definitely think so. But again, who would it be? Who would make for great prefects? Well, I can think of several, actually. In fact, there are a few people I can think of off the top of my head, some of which who've been watching these videos consistently, have been messaging me. They'd make for pretty solid prefects as well. Y'all know who you are. So, yeah. I can see Horseheads High School having a prefect system. It'd be pretty neat. I mean, hopefully we wouldn't accidentally pick someone who'd be incredibly conceited and abuse their position, and I guess in a way at Trinity Pawling they sort of technically did that too, but it would kind of work at Trinity Pawling because I said this before, we're guys. We're gonna be idiots. We're gonna bust each other's chops. We're guys. That's what we do. You know, as Billy Gardell once said, you have two options, laughing or crying. We'll be here all day. Take your time. And I like to think who am I kidding? I laughed. I laughed a lot at Trinity Pawling. Yeah, honestly, Trinity Pawling helped me really come out of my shell after a lot of the nonsense I had to deal with at Horseheads. Don't get me wrong, there were plenty of good times at Horseheads too. But there was definitely some bad in there. In fact, that's actually a topic for much later on down the road. For now, let's focus on getting through this weekend. And remember, if you guys want to talk, you guys want to chat, I'm always here to lend an ear, and I always got your back. Take care.